Hello everyone. The film begins with a 20-year-old named Jing, who resides happily with his younger sister. Unfortunately, Jing's parents have passed away, leaving him to care for his sister alone. He starts his day by waking up early, preparing his sister for school, and ensuring she's taken care of. Jing also manages a small mobile phone repair shop to make ends meet, but the income is not sufficient to cover all their expenses. Jing visits a doctor with his sister, who reveals that she has a heart condition requiring surgery within 6 months to save her life. Jing is deeply distressed by this news, as his mother also suffered from the same condition. Now, he faces the daunting task of arranging funds for the surgery. Despite struggling to make ends meet, Jing returns home with his sister, only to find a notice from the landlord threatening eviction due to unpaid rent. Shortly after, Jing receives a call from his friend Ken, whom he had previously helped financially for his mother's treatment. Jing rushes to meet Ken, hoping for assistance. Upon arrival at a warehouse, Jing discovers Ken waiting for him. He summons Jing to the warehouse, showcasing numerous boxes with defective items inside. Explaining that the original recipient of these boxes is now incarcerated, Ken's boss, the warehouse owner, plans to dispose of the units. Ken proposes that Jing can purchase these units at a discounted rate and sell them in the market for profit. However, Jing lacks the required funds and tells Ken he needs time to consider the offer. Despite this, Jing earns a substantial amount from repairing a phone. After evaluating the warehouse's contents, Jing realizes the potential profit. He agrees to the deal with Ken, intending to sell the units at a markup. To finance the purchase, Jing mortgages his shop's papers at a 2% interest rate and secures a loan of 1 Indian rupee lakh with a 1-month repayment deadline. With the loan amount, he buys all the phone units from Ken. However, complications arise when a new government rule prohibits the sale of second-hand phones. Consequently, Ken cancels the deal, leaving Jing perplexed. After much contemplation, Jing devises a plan. He approaches the company that manufactured the phones, proposing to separate and sell their components abroad to evade the new regulation. This strategy promises substantial profits for both parties involved. Upon hearing Jing's proposal, the manager expresses skepticism, citing concerns about the parts failing quality checks. Undeterred, Jing assures him of success and requests an opportunity to prove himself. Reluctantly, the manager agrees to reevaluate the parts after passing quality inspections. Embracing the challenge, Jing dedicates the entire night to meticulously separating each delicate component of the phones. Remarkably, all the parts pass the quality tests. Excitedly, Jing informs the manager, who, despite his initial agreement, now questions Jing's capability due to his age. Frustrated, Jing defends his competence, refusing to be discouraged. Determined to pursue his plan, Jing seeks an audience with the owner of the phone company, pleading for just 10 minutes of his time. Although the owner is about to leave the city, Jing persists, managing to catch up to him at another station despite a mishap on his scooter. Seizing the moment, Jing presents his detailed plan to the owner, who acknowledges the risk involved. However, he offers Jing a chance to proceed at his own risk without any support or resources from the company. Though initially apprehensive, Jing accepts the challenge, knowing he has no other option. Impressed by Jing's confidence and determination, the manager acknowledges seeing his own reflection in the young man and recalls his own youthful ambitions. Now, Jing recalls that he needs to pick up his sister from school. Upon arrival, he finds her sitting with the guard, who notices Jing's injury and admonishes him to drive more carefully. The injury occurred during an accident while Jing was rushing to catch the train. Back home, his sister tends to his wound, reminding him of their agreement that as he grows up, he must take care of her. This emotional moment underscores Jing's inability to repay the loan, resulting in his shop being seized. Reluctantly, Jing sells his scooter, feeling lost about how to restart his business. Meanwhile, Lee, the manager at the company, adds to Jing's challenges by both pressuring him to sign a contract for the work and discouraging him. Despite these setbacks, Jing confides in his neighbor Lang, who runs an old-age home. Initially hesitant, Lang and others agree to support Jing upon learning about his sister's urgent need for surgery. However, before Jing can focus on his venture, he needs a job to sustain himself. With the help of a friend, he secures work cleaning windows during the day while dedicating his nights to developing his business ideas. Yet, Jing faces another hurdle, finding manpower and a suitable workspace. He seeks individuals willing to work without pay until the project is complete, eventually recruiting people like a waitress who lost her hearing while working at an electronics company due to the noise. Although Wang, Jing's husband, is quite experienced, he faces difficulty finding work due to his hearing impairment. Despite this, Jing includes him in the team. Next, Jing approaches a black belt-winning fighter who is troubled by accusations of ingratiating himself with his supervisor. Jing persuades him to join the team as well. Additionally, Jing recruits 2 avid gamers from a cyber cafe, one of whom is ready to settle down and marry. To complete the team, Jing enlists 4 more individuals with experience in the field from Lang's old age home. Securing space for their operations, Jing rents a small place and establishes his factory, naming it Jing Nice View Electronics. Despite his busy schedule, Jing takes on window cleaning jobs during the day, hanging from multi-story buildings, and dedicates his nights to the business. However, managing both becomes increasingly challenging, leading to delays in their project. Tensions escalate when one of the cyber cafe guys becomes frustrated with Jing's management and quits. Meanwhile, Jing learns that the company where Wang works is discriminating against deaf and hard of hearing employees. They file a case against him and even send goons to intimidate him at his home. When Jing and his associates discover this, including the black belt fighter and the cyber cafe guy, they confront the goons. With the help of the fighter, they overpower the goons and drive them away, ensuring Wang's safety. Now, witnessing the determination and resilience of his companions in every task and circumstance, Jing finds solace in their support. The cyber cafe guy apologizes to Jing and extends an invitation to his wedding, which Jing attends. However, upon returning home with his sister that night, they find the landlord has locked them out due to unpaid rent for 3 months. With no other option, Jing brings his sister to the factory where they work and improvises a sleeping arrangement, feeling disheartened that he cannot provide a roof over his sister's head. In the midst of this, Jing is startled awake by noises outside and discovers people attempting to steal his phone stocks, including his friend who bought the phones from him. Despite his efforts to intervene, Jing's friend manages to steal half of his stock, leaving Jing with a fractured finger. Fortunately, the police apprehend the thief and recover Jing's goods. However, Jing's finger injury renders him unable to continue his window cleaning job, leading to his dismissal. Meanwhile, the factory owner demands rent payment within 3 days. Desperate for help, Jing seeks assistance from the company manager, but receives mockery instead. To worsen matters, a strong storm destroys Jing's entire factory. Despite his luck in salvaging his stock, Jing feels disheartened and admits his inability to pay rent or continue operating the factory to his colleagues. Encouraged by their support, everyone takes the remaining materials to their homes to complete the work. Despite the looming deadline, they work tirelessly day and night, with Jing staying at Lang's house with his sister. Eventually, they complete the work with dedication, leading to an impressive outcome. Impressed by Jing's work, the company signs a 2-year contract with him and provides an advance of 50 lakh rupees. A year later, Nice View Electronics has flourished into a successful company, with Jing preparing to launch a new product. Each member of his team has also found success in their respective endeavors. Jing's sister successfully undergoes surgery, and Jing completes his college studies. Reflecting on their journey, the movie emphasizes the importance of perseverance and resilience in overcoming challenges.